the last 7 days, I've been running a TikTok theme page, which I know is a common business model that a lot of people want to try out, and I want to make money as well. So I tried it out. This is what happened, exactly what I did, what I posted on every day, what the results were, etc., etc., and take you along on the journey. So let's get it. I have an Instagram page that I really like following called Broken Bow Country. And so the game plan is going to be to make a TikTok page in a similar style to Broken Bow Country, more or less just capturing a certain vibe. Hopefully down the road, maybe make some money from it. So that's the game plan. So I just got done making the profile. I ended up naming it The Vintage West. And then I put the bio as a modern tribute to dirt roads, old guitars, and timeless faith. And I wanted to include the modern part because I'm not necessarily going to be just posting old photos. And then I put this profile picture here, just some picture I found on Pinterest, but it's got an old square body, a pretty sunset, cute little couple in there. And then for the name, I just put my name with a cowboy hat and an American flag to make sure people know the vibe that we're about. Unfortunately for this one video, the audio broke, but all it is me going through and showing this post that I made focused on country couples. Won't lie, just had all these saved on Pinterest already, so it made it easy. It's now day 2. I haven't been back into the account since I last made a video, so not sure if the post went anywhere, if people followed us back, whatnot. So that's where I'm going to be going through and seeing if any of that happened. And then I'll also be making another post for today and probably following some more people. Couple people following us back, so that's good. Interesting. Okay, so we only got 2 likes on the video, but we got 18 views. I'm going to go through and I'm going to give all these people a wave, say hi to them. I'm going to put another post together. I'll show you when that is done. I decided to focus this one all around trucks. So I have the first slide, just says old trucks greater than, greater than, greater than. Kind of copied the format of my first post, same text, same style. Trying to keep it consistent and kind of build a recognizable brand more or less. Tried to include a couple of couples again to kind of carry over, since a lot of the people that liked the last one will probably be interested both in the country aesthetic and also like country romance, I guess. And then on the last one I have, again, follow at the Vintage West, a little tag in there, get people to drop a follow. And then the song I chose is The Bandit. Nothing better than an old truck, a bench sheet, and a long dirt road. A new truck shines, but an old one carries memories. A bench sheet with someone you love, a dirt road humming under the tires, and an old radio playing songs that never really leave you. That's where forever feels simple. Day 3, you know the drill by now. Let's get on and see what's popping. We got 5 more new followers, and it looks like this post actually did really well. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. 71 likes. Almost all of it was non-followers, so I guess the people that are following us aren't interacting with it yet, but okay, yeah, so it looks like most of these people that followed us were people that I followed yesterday. I just finished putting together today's post. This one I decided to do a bunch of pictures of country dogs. And I put Man's Best Friend as the title. And then you have some old pictures, a couple new ones, country vibes. Tried to keep it interesting and diverse. And then at the end, the tag followed Vintage West. I'm experimenting just a little bit on this one. The things I did differently, I did not put the greater than, greater than, greater than like I did on the previous 2 posts. And I also, this song, I guess you could say it's a country song, but it's You've Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman. I just feel like it fits the vibe so perfectly. We're trying to get vibes. All right, welcome to day 4. I think it's day 4, right? Hopefully my phone doesn't die. It's my backup phone because I record with my main phone. Let's go! That's looking good. First, I'm going to respond to all the people that messaged me. I'm going to try to follow the people that reposted my video. I got blocked from following people, and so even though I tried following people yesterday, it didn't let me follow anybody new. This one only got 5 likes. It did get 1 save, and I know a couple people reposted it. It definitely didn't do as well as the truck one. Still trying to figure out TikTok's algorithm, but we're up to 15 followers. I decided to focus this one on America and especially the flag. So all of these posts or all these pictures have the flag somewhere in them. And the song I chose is courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, Toby Keith. One of the greatest songs of all time. Every time I hear it, makes me ready to go to war. The title, The Heartbeat of a Nation. The flag doesn't just wave in the wind, it breathes with the heartbeat of a nation. Each star whispers of dreams carried across generations, and each tells the story of struggle and hope. It rises against the sky not as cloth, but as promise, that even through storms, freedom endures. In its colors, we find our history and the horizon ahead. Old Glory represents everything we hold dear in the Vintage West. All right, day 5. Looks like we only got 15 views. We got 7 likes, which isn't bad, but yeah, 15 views. Was definitely hoping for a little bit more than that. Not what we were hoping for. Also didn't gain any followers, which, interestingly, it was almost 100% male, which I feel like some of my other ones were maybe geared more towards a female audience. Photos viewed was 7.3, which is a lot more than the others, so I'm kind of confused on that. Yeah, interestingly, this is our worst performing post yet. So this one I decided to try something different. Instead of putting text on the first one, I just threw photos that matched the vibe. And I also didn't pick a theme to go with this one. It's like literally just whatever I thought matched the vibe well. And so I'll just go through these photos real quick. You can tell like there's really no rhyme or reason to what was put on there. It's just if I felt like it fit the vibe, then I threw it on here. I did change this a little bit. I put follow at the Vintage West for more, just to make sure that people could see that like this is the style of post that I'm putting out. If you want more, follow here. And then for the title and caption, I put, can we go back to whatever this is? Something about the perfect old photo or a new one with those same vibes. It's hard to put into words. All I can say is whatever it is, it's the spirit of the Vintage West. And then I don't even know the song. It's some like old country song. Is whatever TikTok recommended. And I'll check back in tomorrow. It's now day 6 of the challenge, and this is the point where I'm really starting to, I'm hoping that we'll start seeing some growth around this time period. Okay, so it looks like we got quite a few follows. A lot of that was probably people following me back that I followed. Unfortunately, our recent post did not do as well as we would have liked. Got 6 likes and only 30 views. And I was really hopeful about this one because I feel like it just fit the vibe so perfectly. But I don't know, TikTok's weird about stuff. It's like we got a couple new likes on this flag post since the last time we checked in. I'll give all these people a wave. Like the biggest thing that I've learned about TikTok, I think, recently is that a lot of it just comes down to people either find your video on the For You page or they really, really like you and they want to be part of the community. And those are like the 2 ways to do it. And if you're going to get on the For You page, you have to find a way to consistently create viral content, which some people can do, but that's pretty tough. I think what I'm going to do too is I've followed a lot of people now. I'm just going to go through and make sure that I like people that I'm following, like all their posts, so I'm like actually contributing to them. What do we got to do to call this a success? Low key, if we get a post that gets over 1,000 views, I think we can for sure say that's a success. And I would like to get to 100 followers. If we can get to 100 followers, I would also say that's a success. So it was 100 followers, 1,000 views, and we'll call it a success. I put pick your interior with the pointing emojis, and then I numbered all of these different pictures 1 through 10. And they're all just interiors of old vehicles, old trucks, old cars. The idea behind this is that people will say, which interior am I going to pick? Oh, I really like number 3. And then in the comments, they'll put number 3, and getting all those comments will boost the algorithm, and hopefully this will get more likes. So that's the goal. I also changed the title and the caption a little bit. I just put less effort into it because I feel like I was putting a ton of time into it before, and it wasn't really doing anything. I'm also going to be updating my profile picture. I think a lot of people thought that I was the kid from the Pinterest post, which I guess doesn't really matter. But I just felt like it would be better if I updated it. It's now day 7 and technically the last day, but also we kind of have tomorrow because we'll be checking in again. Either way, pretty close to the finish. So we're going to check in. We're going to get one more post out today. We're looking for 1,000 views and 100 followers, I think was the goal to call it a success. I'm excited about this post that we got up, so that is good. We have a lot of notifications right now. Looks like we ended up getting a couple new followers. We're now at 33 followers. Still quite a ways off from 100, but we did get a couple. And it looks like this post did do super well. Didn't do quite as good as the trucks one, but we got 17 likes on it. It did work to ask people which interior they would pick. People did engage with that. Say valid take. Same lol. I'll say that's how I'd be as well. There is a lot of experimentation going on with this post, but desperate times call for desperate measures, and I think it's boom or bust time on our challenge. Here's what I have put together. I took the song Smaller Acts by Zach Bryan, and I put some of the lyrics onto these pictures. So I have, all the money in the world couldn't make her smile. She prefers things that are worthwhile. Small towns, old style, smaller acts. And that's the whole post. I kept it simple, but I also have it going to this lyrics, and a lot of people know this song. Actually, for the title this time, I put Follow at the Vintage West, and for the description, I just put the whole lyrics. Very different than the other ones that I've been putting out, but also still captures that same vibe. I think there's some cool pictures on here, and hopefully people like it, and it does well enough that we reach the goal of this challenge. It is now the final day of the challenge, and it's time to check in and see if we hit our goals. Let's load up TikTok, get a drum roll in here. We only got 3 followers. I could see that right off there. So we ended at 35 followers. Not what we were looking for. However, our recent post, 21 likes, 292 views. We can see a steady growth. We sort of got it figured out. We did have this second post blow up more than these other ones, but we were growing. We were getting more likes. I just want to take a brief moment just to talk about what we learned and the plans moving forward. I think I realized that TikTok is kind of hard to build an audience on. Different social media platforms are a little different. I think something like YouTube or Instagram, you get more retention from the people that follow you. Whereas I'm learning on TikTok, a lot of it really is about virality. I think it's gotten better over time, but it's still not to the point where a lot of the people that follow you are consistently watching your stuff. I learned that anytime you can get engagement from comments, that's helpful. I've learned that the music that you use really matters. I've learned that really connecting with people, whether that's through messages, through commenting and liking their stuff, that's the best way to get people coming back and looking at your stuff. Unfortunately, I guess you could say this challenge overall was kind of a fail because we did not hit our goal. However, we did learn some stuff, which is what's important, and I think I'm actually going to probably continue posting on this account. I'm glad you were able to tune in and join me on this journey. Hopefully that you learned something as well. Overall, I would say it was kind of fun. It was fun to try it out. Everything that I do is kind of revolving around my YouTube channel, my dunking journey, and then my relationships with people in life and God. God is also the most important. He's always the most important. So yeah, if it was helpful for you, drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. Everything that everybody always says, because genuinely it actually does help. I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.